There was a plane that was practicing yellow one, and when I was cycling way down there, right before it was going to land, it had a big gust of wind that pushed it really fast. So if it would have continued landing, it would have, banged its shocks pretty good. Maybe did okay, but bounced around. And it's a pretty small, limited airport with a small margin of error. I think it did the right thing trying around. And when I was coming closer, I saw it try again. But I didn't see it change its mind, so I didn't know because it was kind of behind trees when I saw it kind of dip really fast. Yeah, because there'll be a lot of extremes here, with climate emergency that we have. Yet I still see a lot of new buildings, being built, beside the ocean here. And insurance companies are prepared, they're going to say either act of God or act of magic, the monetary paradigm, meaning we can't afford the bottom line of you building. We'll insure you, but, you have to read the fine print. And we get to use God in a legal contract. We get to blend the magical world of you believing that money works this way, you can't argue with it, and also God works this way, you can't argue with it. So the supernatural and the magical. And a lot of people are suffering, I would say, 9 out of 10 nice people in society suffer from, and will continue to increase in this suffrage of the cognitive dissonance of blending these incompatible views of reality that aren't linked to the natural world. I'm back home here. And when I say home, I don't mean a building that's behind me way back there, where I used to live an unhealthy life with a person that followed these two disconnections from reality. But I mean back home because, when I used to still love Vancouver Island, and even when I was very disappointed with how the small community of Ladysmith didn't support me in continuing my personal development, is I really was excited to maybe try the Comox Valley as a place to reinvent myself, and hopefully that they would allow it. But suffering from all sorts of stigma of living a life uncommon, you can't escape the Homo communion. I mean, they're 99.6% of everybody on the planet. So anyways, this is diary of May 22nd, Saturday, 2021. And yesterday, the Ministry of Poverty Creation, I call it, and here's an example, is they had me give up a place at a campground I was staying for free so that I could come beg for what they never told me they would cut me off of, because they always wait for you to show up after, it causes you additional expenses. So there's no communication, and they blame you. So, well, if we mail at your address and you're not there, use my self-serve, and they don't. It's all this nonsense that they still do. So now they gave me an amount of money to move back into the address on my driver's license, which charges way too much, $1,000 for a tiny room where, still at like 1, 2 a.m. I'm hearing people copulating beside my room and going in and out of different rooms because I guess they know each other. And so that's where the money goes from the Ministry of Poverty Creation. It doesn't go to people that try to be culture repairers, that would like to not spend, 90% of the day meeting their basic needs, but working on cultural repair projects. But no, they kind of still want to do this money laundering scheme where the money goes to people that don't need it that much, especially this time of year when these motels are getting more business. So I'm not sleeping as well. And I have a mattress that's not as good as the RV, really old but dense, comfortable foam I was in, because this spring mattress is collapsing like more on one side. It's uncomfortable. So I'll have to bring the same mattress I was sleeping in for free in the RV vehicle and put it on top of the motel mattress, and then they get a damage deposit and $1,000. I don't even get breakfast with that. So it's the Ministry of Poverty Creation. And then I go to the bank, and then I have to jump through some more hoops there. You'll see these videos, I'll post them, to get access to my own money, because they block it in all sorts of ways, and they say you should know, or next time do this. But then the next time you do it their way, there's still additional fees. So they charge you to get access to your money, and I've documented how they don't really provide the services they're supposed to. But Canada doesn't argue as a culture with this stuff, right? Because they're members of the cults of the monetary paradigm. And for them, that's what they think the real world is. So this is who you are as a species. This is who I am. This is my diary of today. It's still a beautiful day. And I saw myself in the mirror yesterday, and I hadn't seen myself in the mirror without a shirt for a while. And I noticed I lost quite a bit of weight. So my birthday is technically, the accurate date in about 5 weeks. And I'm going to post videos of me shirtless there because I'm very proud of how fit I am for my age, and because of the programming in my brain, able to do more than young people who are as fit as me, but who don't have the different types of intelligence to allow them to make better use of a healthy body in a way to achieve longevity with quality without worrying about other things affecting them, like maybe becoming zombies with their cell phones, which I am also approaching my 4-year anniversary of not being addicted to, like the 9 out of 10 nice people in society. So good luck with that, eh? And it's not like I'm trying to live a super long time, but I am, as a culture repair, trying to role model, like, how an Homo sapien would kind of spend their day.